divine people. This is Breezy Visions. These readings are timeless and only take what resonates. Now let's get into some tea.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Breezy Visions Tarot and Beyond. I'm your Spiritual Advisor Breezy. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers, the Queen of Wands. The cards that I've drawn are Two of Pentacles. Oh, that's in reverse. My cards are flying all over the place. Hold on. Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay guys, so the cards that I've drawn is the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers card, Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups, the Emperor, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups, and Nine of Swords in reverse. So lots of sixes and nines, which we know that obviously nines are sixes. They're just upside down. But the story that I'm kind of getting behind this is with this Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers, and the Queen of Swords. I'm kind of getting with this Two of Pentacles, someone could be feeling as if maybe at one point in time they felt as if they were like in paradise, or they felt as if things were going well for them. And I'm sensing that this is a masculine, money-wise. But now they feel as if not only their time is flipped upside down, but they feel as if their pinnacle is flipped upside down. And that came out beside the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. Whatever this love situation was, it's pretty much all but over now with the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Because with this Two of Pentacles reversed, I'm feeling like there's a masculine here who things were good and he was being perfectly fine, but now he's starting to be an asshole because he feels as if he's having money issues, and he's feeling as if maybe he's not getting enough hours at work, or maybe the money isn't where he would want it to be or the way he would want it to be, or maybe he feels like the money's not coming in fast enough. So behind the Eight of Cups, you have the Emperor to solidify what I'm saying, which is this masculine is just really insecure and moody, and just wants to push off his energy and his pretty much his energy and his opinion off on everybody else, because he's irritated, mad, and bitter that he has so many responsibilities, but his pinnacle looks like this. And he's pretty much all but going to ruin his love situation and he's gonna end up turning the person he's with into the Queen of Swords, because she's gonna be on the defensive, feel like she has to be the Queen of Swords because this is him. Money issues, Eight of Cups, walking away because one of his cups is empty. One cup is empty and he still has 7 other cups that are standing, that are full. And he, instead of seeing things from the bright side, he would rather just be an asshole and be the Emperor and trying to reign over everything. So he's just not seeing the bright side of things at all, and he's being an asshole. And then you have behind that the Nine of Swords reversed and the Queen of Wands. And that's just basically saying this female that he's making have to be Queen of Swords because he's an asshole who can't keep his emotions in check and can't keep his energy in check when life gets hard. He's pretty much making her feel as if she's done letting him stick 9 swords in her back with his attitude and his juvenile antics and not being able to control his emotions and keep his shit in check. She's just pretty much done with letting him make her feel like this. And so that's why it was in reverse, because she refuses. And so she feels like, you know, she's just gonna just boss herself up and be Queen of Wands, very intuitive, reflective, and just do what she has to do, because she is not wanting to deal with it. And she refuses to deal with it. I mean, from looking, she just like really refuses. Like, she's not putting up with it. Like, she's not putting up with it on any level. Okay, so then we have the Knight of Wands with the 9 of Cups behind it, which is pretty much letting me know it seems that someone else is going to be coming into the picture. But this new person who's coming in, you know, this is really, really fast moving energy and flighty also. So there might be a Knight of Wands coming in. But I feel like this Knight of Wands with this 9 of Cups, he is no better. Like, this Knight of Wands with this 9 of Cups also seems like it could represent for me a love bombing situation. So maybe since she is telling him that she's not putting up with his bullshit and she doesn't want to deal with him being this, so in turn she gets into her, you know, Queen of Wands energy because she's over it and she just wants to feel better. So she's going from that Queen of Swords so that he can't stick the 9 swords in her back. She's deciding that she's gonna, you know, be that Queen of Swords, but she's not gonna stay that way. She's gonna work herself into being that Queen of Wands, because naturally that's really who she is. She doesn't want to have to keep fighting or bickering. But as far as that Queen of Wands goes, these are not 2 different women. These are the same women. And it's crazy because I even feel like that Queen of Cups is gonna come out. I really just feel like the element that she really wants to be in is her more softer side as far as the Queen of Wands goes. She doesn't want to have to be the Queen of Swords, but when you know you're dealing with a man who is like this, who always wants to take you from the lovers, you know, to when he's feeling like this and feeling like his pinnacle is upside down, he wants to go from the lovers and then trying to, you know, be flighty and weird, not seeing none of the other cups that are still standing behind him. Who's just ready to just give it all up, you know, or act a certain type of way and act non-committal and flighty and weird, emotionally unavailable because he feels like his pinnacles are upside down. But okay, and it's honestly just temporary, because look at all the other cups that are still standing. And instead of letting him continue to keep trying to stick 9 swords in her back with his weird, flighty, non-committal attitude, she's not going to do it. She's not going to let him be the emperor on her. So this is pretty much what she has to be to protect herself in the situation from this flighty guy. But she won't be there for long. She won't be in that energy for too long, because you have the Queen of Wands here. And like I said, this Knight of Wands and 9 of Cups just seems like a love bomb to me. It seems like this is how he's gonna come in, like the Knight. Very quick to come in, but also quick to leave, real flighty, meaning his love bomb ain't gonna last for very long. And then he's gonna be right back, mask fell off, showing his true colors again. That guy sitting there with all his cups above him and really doesn't want to have to do much of anything. Doesn't want, this can represent greed, this can represent just a lazy man. There's not really too much that he wants to have to do. He would just rather just sit around and sulk and fantasize about what he doesn't have and think about what he's wishing for and sulk and just be this way, instead of actually figuring out something to do. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna just sit around and woe is me, wham wham wham. And don't nobody want to be around that type of energy. Like, who the fuck really wants to be around that? Nobody wants to be around that type of energy. Like, that's just super duper Debbie and Devin Downer energy. Nobody wants to be around. Okay, Spirit. Can you tell me anything else about this reading that I'm channeling? Can you tell me anything else? Strength. So, people in my divine collective, who this story may be, I got sand under my nose, guys. You know, my divine feminines, because that's not a divine masculine. A divine masculine would never, ever, ever, ever handle money issues or his issues that way. Like, that, it's just such a juvenile thing to become emotionally unavailable and remove yourself emotionally from your relationship when you feel like you're having issues of any kind, but especially money issues. Like, money is the root of all evil. So if you can't talk to Heavenly Father God and, you know, ask for some discernment and some guidance, some mercy and some grace, that's, you know, an issue. That's definitely not a divine masculine or a divine counterpart for that. But this is just saying, divine feminine, be strong, keep your strength about yourself, because this is a person who would gladly see you and all your energy and strength drained just to make them feel better. When this is not even someone who knows how to transmute bad energy into good energy. So honestly, it wouldn't matter how much of your good energy they took. It would still make no difference. They would still not use it for anything constructive. Oh, I'm not allowed to show that. Her. But the World card. Spirit, can you show me what's after the World card? Do you have any other? Okay, what flipped over? The Page of Pentacles flipped over. So, before that was the World. And I don't think I can really show her because she's a naked lady, but the World and the Page of Pentacles. So with the World and Page of Pentacles, that's just letting me know that when she does decide, also what they say is she flipped into that Queen of Wands. It's just letting me know that with the World and the Page of Pentacles, when she does decide to just go off and do her own thing, I think that she'll shortly discover that maybe her blessings were being blocked by that person anyway, because it's just someone who is completely and totally just a bad energy, a negative energy. And the only time they have any positive energy is when either when they have money, or, you know what I'm saying, when they have people to zap off of and zap their energy, which is what makes this person feel better, because they're an energy vampire, and this is something they've been doing their entire lives, is zapping other people's energy so that they can feel good. Okay, so this is not a love reading, but this is a reading that has to do with a relationship. So I am going to use divine love messages and just see if there's anything that masculine, not divine masculine, would like, that masculine would like for that divine feminine to know. Spirit, is there? Oh, okay. So the masculine would like the divine feminine to know, I still feel so attracted to you. I still feel so attracted to you. And I'm crazy about you. Any more, Spirit? What? Oh, gosh. Spirit, that's too many. My goodness. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So, your beautiful soul is what I crave most. And honestly, that's kind of scary, because like I said, that kind of goes right along with me saying that this man is a love bomber. But I feel like the messages that he's saying, like he's still so attracted to her and your soul is what I crave most. Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you're an energy vampire, you're going to want to suck all the energy from that person's soul. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like still getting like love bomby vibes, but can we get one more message, Spirit? Can we get one more message, Spirit? All right. I don't think there's nothing else to be said about that. I don't know, with all of those messages with the Divine Love Tarot, I just feel like it just feels really love bomby to me, guys. Like, it really does. Cosmic Insight, I'm going to use that one next. But yeah, the vibe of it is just like somebody who really is emotionally unavailable and real, very much so narkish. Like, the cards that I got is definitely somebody who's flippy floppy, narkish, only wants you when you don't want them. But as soon as you start trying to, you know what I'm saying, show them a little bit of love, they can't get themselves together because it's always just one issue after another. It says, see, distance. It says you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. And that's exactly what I've been saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, somebody who always wants to emotionally check out over things that are so trivial, and anything that any adult goes through is crazy. Okay, so it's called this one says cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, something new beginning. So, cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, and for something new to begin. And that's what I was saying. I was saying that with that Knight of Wands and with that, I think it was like 8 of Cups, or the Knight of Wands, not 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups. I just feel like those are, somebody is coming in and they're going to try to portray themselves as someone different or something better, but that's a flighty, and maybe that could be the same person, be it love bombing you, but it's just like a super flighty energy. How it says cycles, fate, and then something ending for something new to begin. Yeah, because this is the type of person, they have so much karmic debt that they don't even know how to handle it. So just like you've been through so many dark nights of the soul and you've had to just handle it and you had to get through it, this is a person that when that karmic wheel starts to spin around and they start to have dark nights of the soul, which come along with anxiety issues, money problems, things like that, this is someone, stop throwing sand! This is someone who absolutely 100% just cannot handle it. Like, if they were actually going through like a really bad dark night of the soul, this is the type of person, like, they're so pathetic, they would probably just take themselves out so that they don't have to deal with it. And I by no means am saying that dark nights of the soul are easy, because they're actually really, really very hard. But I feel like if a divine feminine can get through the dark nights of the soul, several of them, then a masculine should be able to too. But you know, men are weak. I'm not saying all men are weak, but if it's not a divine masculine, 9 times out of 10, the man's going to be weak emotionally if he's not a divine masculine or meant to be a divine masculine. So this says intuition. It says the red flags you ignore will come back to bite you later. So ladies, whoever you are in my divine collective who is feeling, whoever you are in my divine collective who is feeling this way, listen to your intuition, because it is more than correct. And then it says caution. Find out more information and don't overwork yourself. And I feel like that's one thing in this situation that my divine feminines do have down packed, because I've seen how quick she went from Queen of Swords. She's only going to be Queen of Swords because she's around him. I've seen how quickly she went from Queen of Swords to Queen of Wands, and basically just getting back to herself and getting back to her element, because this is the type of person who it's a narcissist. You're going to be rewarded for doing the things that they want you to do. But when they want to treat you like crap, they're going to treat you like crap. Like, they're going to do and say and act however they want to act, regardless of how you are feeling about it. And they're going to feel like pretty much their way or no way. And as soon as they start to realize that you are acting a certain way, or you know that they're emotionally unavailable, so you're keeping your distance because you know that this is a person who's very, very flip-floppy because they haven't really actually discovered who they are. This is a person who is going to pretty much all but punish you for not freely giving them your energy. Because why would you? Why would you keep getting yourself into situations with a person like this? You wouldn't. Like, you just wouldn't. One more, Spirit. One more, Spirit. One more. One more, Spirit. One more. Thanks for coming and visiting my channel, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And also hit the all tab so that you guys can be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Their silence today is our enlightenment for tomorrow.
Don't forget who's light, scared, shy.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.